We hear a lot of talk about bullying and suicide frequently in our local and national news. This can happen at school, in our community, at home, and yes, even in our places of worship. In most cases, the person who has been bullied had endured months or even years of agonizing ridicule and anguish. In too many cases, that person is just pushed to the edge and made to feel or believe that they have no one else to turn to or nowhere else to go, and that there's something wrong with them. So some choose to end that pain permanently. These situations are made even sadder when others around them make the statement, "We had no idea the pain they were feeling." And sometimes even worse, "I had no idea my son or daughter was being bullied. They never told me, and I just never saw it." We must somehow determine who the bullies are around us, who is being bullied, and how we go about doing our part to help instead of ignoring what we do see. I would like to cover some important statistics about bullying today, list 3 types, and list some ways to hopefully help keep it from happening. Statistics show that 77% of all students admit to being a victim of bullying at some point or another. The American Justice Department states that 1 in every 4 children will be bullied sometime throughout their adolescent years, but only 68% admit to being bullied. 35% have been bullied online, while 58% have said that they had something mean said about them or something mean put online. 7% of children avoid school and sometimes public places because they are simply frightened or being hurt in some way. These statistics make my heart break at the thought that so many people that we cross paths with every day are scared in some way, and that for some, that fear consumes their life. There are 3 types of bullying: verbal, physical, and social. Verbal can be getting teased or called names. It can also mean inappropriate sexual comments or advances, or threatening to do harm or even worse to the other person. Physical is much more than just hitting. It can be pushing, tripping, spitting, kicking, mean hand gestures, or even taking someone's things or breaking them. Social bullying covers a broader spectrum of things. It can be the same as spreading rumors about someone that are simply unfounded, telling others not to be friends with someone, purposely embarrassing someone in public, and leaving someone, whether it be friend or family, out of something on purpose. All 3 ways, no matter how they are done, leave deep, deep scars for the person that they are done against. What if you suspect or confirm that your child in your classroom or your child yourself is being a bully? As a teacher, you must try to diffuse that problem quickly. I would refer the student to the school counselor and also refer the matter to the student's parents so that they may get the help that they need for the student in the form of counseling. I would also do my very best to watch a little closer to make certain the bullying does not continue and not close my eyes to the situation. If I am the parent, I would immediately talk to my child and see if I can determine what the problem just might be. If it does not resolve immediately, I would seek professional help. Being a bully usually signals some very deep issues or scars on the part of that person, and allowing it to continue would only mean hurt for all individuals involved. If you know or suspect a person is being bullied, encourage them when they go out and about not to be alone. Don't go alone. Don't go places by themselves. Stay close in a group of people or friends. Students who play alone tend to be the victims of bullying in some way more than others, so watch those students even more closely. Where does it all end? And how can we help stop these things from happening? We can do these things. Teach our children and our communities that just because someone may be different from them or believe different from them does not give them the okay to tease or make fun or leave out person in another way. Teach one another by example, to use positive reinforcement to speak about others. My parents taught me the same that they had been taught. If you don't have anything nice to say about someone, be quiet. The reality of that statement is that there is always something nice we can say about someone. For some, you might have to look harder than others, but there is something there. If our society, our churches, and our schools would spend more time speaking acceptance for one another and less time condemning and judging others, this world would be a much different place. One key thought would also be to look out for one another, and if more people would follow through with that idea, there would be less bullying and unrest in our communities. Somehow, we must all do our part to help others around us and be a positive influence in their lives.